Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 6th episode of Mieruko-chan. And last episode we finally got a twin-tailed girl, Yulia. We got to learn a little bit about her level of supernatural awareness, which she has, but not as good as Miko, but could be some change going on there because as a commenter mentioned, as she was kind of losing consciousness to Miko's incredible choke technique, she could kind of see a little bit of like a blurriness of the big scary one. Sugoi no has the one title described it as, but yeah, so maybe we'll get to see this episode some of her seeing the really bad ones and like realize that maybe the supernatural awareness isn't quite as awesome as she may have initially taken it as, because yeah, she has a much more positive opinion of the ability than Miko does, who's been trying to hide it from others as well as ignore the existence of the scary things around her. So we'll see if her being able to see more does change her perspective at all. But yeah, let's jump on in and hope that it doesn't mess up this time. Okay, 3, 2, 1, play. There we go. Yeah, I've had to redo intro a couple times because the episode didn't quite start when it was supposed to. But it was fine this time. Oh wow, that's... it's a cake. Because I looked at it, and at first I thought it was like some kind of lovey-dovey sort of cake, but then I saw what looks like blood, and my opinion of it changed a little bit. Do you see something? Is there a little ghost on that? Grab some butt buns. What do you see this time? That was quite a reaction, so it must be pretty bad. I have a sudden change of mind. Yeah, you can even tell kind of light and change in the scene too. Okay. Well, we get a full body shot of it. Jesus. Oh my god, it's got like it has 4 eyes, 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top that are closed. That's like stitched shut. That's kind of what it looked like. Oh god, man, that's the image of the thing is still burned into my head. It's good to see Oshiri Daifuku is still relevant to the plot. Let's see. But yeah, Hana must be really confused a lot of the times because, yeah, from her perspective, there's always moments where Miko probably initially is enthused to do something or something, and then suddenly she changes her mind for no reason, right? Because she sees something that Hana can't see, so... And we definitely got a lot of that, like the first part of this episode. So I'll take this one. You know, I think this one's better. I just wanted to slip and fall. Is that so much to ask? Yamete. I mean, has anime girls saying Yamete ever actually worked before? I feel like it hasn't. Like, ever. Like, feel free to give me some examples of it working. You know, the opening just said not to jump out at me. And what did you do? That messy hair, though. Good stuff. Hey, at least it's a bright sunny day. Do you feel better yet? Thing is way bigger than the other ones. I wonder if it ate the other ones. Oh, well, yeah, there's okay, Hana's room. I guess it makes sense. I expected more flowers for some reason. What's with all the bunnies? Like, even the clock is bunny themed. That room is just full of ghosts you can't see. I don't trust that bunny. It's gonna move any second now. Told you! I told you. Oh, that looks good. Bunny phone too, Jesus Christ. I know, I understand liking something, but... I'm reminded of my cousin who just had like lighthouses all over the living room. Like all over the living room. Like didn't even wait to finish saying it before she before she put it in her mouth. I appreciate getting to see Hana's morning beginning, getting some more insight into her daily routine, her character. It's good to get. Just yeah, we keep seeing these very obvious ghost signs, but she can't see any ghosts, so it doesn't mean anything to her. But if Miko was in this room, it'd be a bit of a different reaction to a lot of these things. Don't jump scare me, dog. I don't think he's listening. Wonder if he's barking at the ghost behind her. Probably. I mean, knowing this show, there could just be a ghost in her cleavage that he's barking at. I remember episode 2, I think it was. The show. Yeah, the show would do that. Okay. I want to step on him. Oh, Jesus, that was one from earlier. Well... I'm sure if she could actually see that thing, she would not look so happy. But yeah, we'll see some of that special aura of hers that I think the fortune teller told us about. Is he gonna cannibalize a ghost? Told you. Told you one was gonna end up in that cleavage. Well, at least he would if it wasn't for, Did he just dip a ghost onto her boob like he was dipping chips in dip? Is that what just happened there? Because I'll take one. Always prepared. Apparently that really does do that. Oh, crying. I thought it was like a scream of terror at first. Not Chico. Okay, that's kind of what I was assuming. Well, what else would it possibly be? You know, unless his sister got her collar off and ran off. Which would be interesting. No trespassing, Tachiri Kinchi, but of course the dog's not gonna mind the sign. I can only imagine how many ghosts would be in there. Gotta get some more beads. Maybe some Mashini Daifuku just for good luck before we go in there. But yeah, she's probably not gonna not gonna abandon this poor boy. Okay, it was nice knowing you, Hana. You know, at first I thought it was like a big old centipede. I was reading that. I'm trying to. But yeah, it is cool to actually see some more Hana, get some more Hana focus. I mean, you'd think you'd hear the dog barking if the dog was here. But you go away. You say that as if the dog knows you. If you save the melon pine, you could have used that to attract the dog. And having a good authority, that works. Oh no, is he gonna dip it into couldn't say that with a straight face. Yeah, he's gonna dip it into Hana again before he eats it. There's just... it's so wrong on so many levels. If the dog can sense ghosts, it's not gonna come to you as long as that thing's next to you. Go for a change of atmosphere. Yeah, again, doesn't really work when you have that thing following you. Oh, there we go. I think we hear it. Kind of getting flashbacks to a certain school living club anime. Hopefully the dog's not like buried or anything. She wasn't talking to you guys. Aw, man, please be quiet, Hana. Man, there are just so many of them. I assume we found the dog and we're on our way out. Oh wow, the dog's actually bigger than I thought it would be. She still just Princess carries it. I'm glad she found the dog, and I'm glad she did so without getting hurt. Yeah, it's definitely a bigger dog than I was expecting. Yeah, we're on the same page. I don't know, because yeah, I was just imagining, like, you know... I mean, no wonder they lost the dog. Like, that kid's not gonna stop the dog from leaving. She wants to. It's the last time I save a dog. That goes into a scary place. Hey, Miko, you are on this show. Is she gonna say all the ghosts following her? Yep. Oh god, it's the way it moves. Oh god, the eyes are out too. Please shut them again. Get that sewing kit out and... Yeah, why do you ask? Hey, we're in a nature area. There wouldn't be any ghosts here, would there? Like, a ghost wouldn't climb these stairs. Okay, so I see we're using Google Maps to get here. So why are we here? Is there someone here that can help us with ghosts? Miketsudani Shrine. I'm surprised I somewhat pronounced that correctly on the first try. Just get some holy water or something onto that thing. Because we gotta get this off of Hana. Well, because it keeps using her as a dip for its food to power itself up, I think. wonder if Yulia used Hana's dip, if that would power up her supernatural awareness. I would like to see it tried, either way. Yeah, Sugoi. You know, because the title that we saw last episode. It's gonna be a ghost in the wallet. It's like accidentally grab a ghost and throw it in there instead of a coin. Man, Hana has a much more carefree existence than Miko does. I'll give you my entire wallet. Please just help my friend. You know, and me if you got the extra power for it. She has a lot to pray for. I mean, Miko's definitely at the point in her life where she'll try just about anything. What is that down there? Oh man, I think you can see like some teeth there on that thing. I guess you could say that. Mostly for her mental health. A Ghibli movie. Man, it's been so long since I watched a Ghibli movie. My Neighbor Totoro. Never actually watched that one. I watched Spirited Away. Okay. I guess we got some spirits stuff going on here. Are we gonna have like a ghost battle here? My god, Miko. I'm so glad she chose to wear that. That is such a... Mononoke Hime. Spirited Away. Love you, Hana. But like, she's having the most, you know, slice of life kind of conversation ever while there's this epic battle going on. Ghibli movies are for filthy casuals anyway. Have you seen anything that's not a Ghibli movie, Hana? It's something like that. That's what it looks like, trying to like exercise it. I'm just kind of crossing my fingers right now, hoping it works. I guess it sucked up too much of Hana's juices. Oh god, it's... Ugh. Hana just doesn't miss a beat, like... She's just so in her own little world. It's just such a weird feeling seeing someone so disconnected from what's going on around them. Like, it's not her fault, but... That's like the epitome of someone who can't, you know, read the atmosphere. Kukyo-yomo, you know? Okay. Oh god, it's just squeezing it. Smile for the camera. Because, yeah, without Hana in it, this would be a very different scene. There would be no levity. Give us your best smile, Miko. I knew we'd have an amazing background. This place is powerful. You really don't. Don't ask me, I'm barely following what's going on. I just hope it doesn't eat you next. Because like first, you know, the little one attacking, but then got eaten, and then this how happened, and I okay. Is it just I can't quite understand what they're saying. Like, it almost sounds like it could be Japanese, but not quite. Okay, that's Japanese. 3 times what? You'll only help her 3 times, or... I don't quite understand. But thank you. Hana. Yeah. The disconnect between their two experiences here is what really makes the scene. I don't even. I'm just gonna drink some water now. So how much of the animation budget was used on this episode? That's my first question. Just that scene at the shrine was just so... I mean, I'll talk about it in discussion, this section. We actually did not get Yulia in this episode, which surprised me. But... no. And yeah, I guess we're doing the thing we did before. They trapped me in here because I wanted to quit. Please let me out. And what do we see? Yeah, that's almost exactly what I expected. Nobody ever wants to buy the ghost cake. Mita. That's the first time it hasn't been some variation of Mieru. I mean, I know it kind of is, but kind of not. Okay. Okay. Okay, that was the 6th episode of Mieruko-chan. Okay, man, where do I want to start with this episode? Because obviously the second half had a lot of the exciting stuff, but I do try to go in chronological order with events for the most part. But although it's not really too much to say with the first half, we get the bakery scene, which was our chance to go back to it later in the episode to reveal what Miko saw the whole time. Very much like we did with the TV show with the little brother, episode or two ago, right? Very similar concept. So we got that. But we mostly got Hana in the first half, which is good because she is definitely the best friend of our main character. Yuria has been added into it as another friend, but has spent very little time with Miko compared to Hana, right? So it's good to get some alone time with Hana, definitely. We got to see her morning routine, right? And ghosts are involved in her morning routine, much like Miko, but unlike Miko, she can't see it, so they might as well not be there. It's just like the lights are flickering on and on. You guys will just have to call an electrician, get that sorted out. She doesn't really think much of it, right? Even though she has this absolutely horrifying ghost following her the whole time. Also, we have we had a dog rescue mission. I didn't notice it before, but yeah, the building actually has a kanji for curse on it, right? At like 7 minutes and 52 seconds, I think. But yeah, just spray paint down there. But yeah, basically the kid lost his dog, and Hana, being the good person that she is, went to go rescue it, which is very admirable of her, especially because it involves going into a scary haunted house, haunted building at least, right? Can't really call it a house. Nobody would live there. Definitely. But yeah, just seeing her walking around trying to call to the dog, which I think was called Chico. Like I like when she like just tried to like alter the atmosphere, because obviously it's a scary haunted kind of vibe place, but so she was just trying to like be all singing and happy and upbeat and try to project a cheerful aura so the dog would be attracted to that and come to her. I think that was the idea. Anyway, I enjoyed her singing and all that. Anyway, but yeah, there were just ghosts everywhere, but again, she couldn't see them, so they might as well not even be there. But definitely the one weird thing about this first half was the Hana dipping, as I'm going to call it, right? Because the ghost would just grab these little ghosts, put it on Hana's boob mostly, and wait for it to like suck up Hana's energy. Because I know Hana obviously has some kind of special aura about her, and I guess he was using the ghost as kind of a sponge, like a catalyst to carry the power for him to swallow the power, because I guess he can't suck out Hana's juices directly, I guess. But like, I don't know. They didn't really explain any mechanics here. Like, nothing was explained. It was pretty much just, you see what's going on, you come to your own conclusions. Like the show, that's pretty much what the show does for the most part. Right, it doesn't handhold much. It doesn't over-explain things. A lot of it's just you watch it and you try to figure things out, which I do appreciate. But there's no the show doesn't really have like a senpai kind of character for Miko, or sensei kind of character that will explain to her all the things that are going on, things that she should do. There's like no mentor kind of role for Miko in the show, right? So she just kind of wings it a lot of the time. So there's nobody to say, hey, yeah, because we had a little bit of explanation from the fortune teller. Like she briefly talked. I don't even remember exactly what she said about Hana, but I knew she said something about her having some special aspect of her as well. But yeah, we haven't really gotten too much detail on that. Got no explanation about what exactly the ghost was benefiting from that, but we can assume that he was just kind of trying to absorb her power to make himself stronger, more or less. It was what it looked like was happening there. But yeah, she found the dog. She rescued it. It was all good. Dog bigger than expected. Yeah, she said, didn't think she'd be that big. Instead of she'd, if there was like an it there instead, that could be a that's what she said kind of line. But they ruined it. But yeah, the second half definitely is worth talking about. Not that I know what to say exactly, but yeah, instead of going to a movie because it was closed or something, they went to this shrine, which is very much known as a very special power spot kind of place. Because, like I said, Miko's at a place in her life where she really will grasp at any straws, whatever she's kind of at that point where anything that has even a small chance of helping her, she will try it because, you know, like, why not? Because you can't just sit around and accept that this is your life. You gotta do something, and that's what she does, right? It was funny though when Hana was like, wow, you're still going at it? How many things do you have to pray for? Because she just doesn't know. She doesn't know. And yeah, I think it was right about here. Because we had the camera pan down and we saw these two, like, I don't even know how to describe them. They look like more like non-evil spirits, right? Like, they don't have a dark aura, they have more of a light aura. So you can assume they're friendly, I guess. But yeah. Initially, Miko was worried because she's just like, hey, more ghosts, this can't be good. But it did seem like they were trying to help. Yeah, that freaking Hana goes off on Studio Ghibli movies. And it's just funny because it's kind of a meme to an extent where, like, because sometimes people will, like, in high school or college, they'll try to go to their local anime club being like, yay, fellow people to talk about anime with, and then they just, like, only talk about Studio Ghibli movies or whatever. Like, it's just very much a stereotypical, super casual anime fan sort of thing. Like, yeah, I'm an anime fan. I've seen, like 5 different Ghibli movies, you know? Like, it's just that kind of thing. A lot of hobbies and stuff have that kind of equivalent, you know, where something that everyone knows about, even people that aren't really into it, right? But for anime, Studio Ghibli movies are kind of that. But anyway, back to the show itself. We got some, like, weird muttering. Wasn't really understandable. Like, I'm listening to it now and it's still, yeah, like, it almost sounds like it could be real words, but I can't understand it. Although we did get real words eventually with the whole 3 times thing. But yeah, once we actually, yeah, after she did her little chant, she did very much an attack against this evil ghost. And we see this, like, fleshy, bloody, which is odd because of the ghost, like, limb just kind of fly past Miko. And Miko just kind of, like, still, like, no-selling it, as she usually does, even though something just absolutely insane is currently happening around her. And then we just had an epic ghost-on-ghost battle, while Miko was just wondering what the heck is happening. And yeah, that's just this scene. Like, I feel like there's so much I want to talk about, I don't know where to really start. But just, like, I mean, for one thing, seeing the, like, bland names for the Studio Ghibli movies with not the exact name, but you know what she's talking about. There was some comedy with that, but just this whole scene, we had Hana trying to strike up a normal everyday conversation with Miko because, from her perspective, she's just alone at the shrine with a friend and just wants a chat. You know, that's entirely reasonable. But Miko is a little bit distracted with this epic ghost-on-ghost violence happening right over there. And just the sheer disconnect between them is just great because Hana just keeps going on and on. Like, I don't know, it was a very unique scene, a very unique feel to it, because I almost couldn't, it was almost like my mind was having some cognitive dissonance where I couldn't really tell how to feel. Like this is an epic action scene, like, should I be getting excited and cheering, even though I don't quite know what the motivation is of the ghosts that are, it seems like they're helping us, but I don't really know what their angle is. Like, are they responding to the prayer? Like, I don't know, but, like, either way, ghost on ghost violence, it's still cool, fun to watch, right? So I'm kind of, like, you know, getting into that. But, like, you also got Hana just doing her thing over here, which is just, even though it would be a normal thing in any other context, because of the context that it's in, it's just absolutely hilarious because of the contrast. So I'm, like, laughing, but also, you know, also watching this cool fight, and also, you know, seeing these looks of shock and terror and confusion on Miko's face. Like, there was just so much going on in the scene, like, my mind couldn't decide what to think, what to feel, but that in itself made for a very interesting viewing experience. But just, yeah, because there's so much confusion as well, because you didn't really know what was happening, right? Like, again, I assume it was a response to her prayer, but, like, then we had the whole 3 times comment, which makes me think that maybe, like, they're willing to help her, but a limited amount of times, but why an arbitrary limited amount? I don't know. There's just so much confusion there. Mostly Miko being confused, but just some of the looks we got on Miko's face. Because he even got like the background, because Hana, not only when she was conversing, she was also like taking pictures, you know, taking selfies and all that, like wanting Miko to pose for the camera and all that, even though Miko is understandably a little bit distracted, and we get that cool background as a result. And I want to see if there's any, because I don't think they said anything else that we could, you know, understand. Because it seemed like there was like 3 ghosts, the 2 little ones and the big one that was like over her shoulder, muttering to her, the one that said the 3 times line. Yeah, like the language they're speaking almost, it sounds Japanese, but not like any actual intelligible words. That's how, best way, maybe it's Japanese backwards, I don't know. But yeah, definitely Miko was a little bit freaked out having no idea what the heck's going on here. And, you know, Han having no idea what's going on here, but in a bit of a different way. But it just moves his big old hand. And then said, yeah, 3 times, and I don't think he said anything else. Just faded away. And also, if it's 3 times, did that count as one of the times? Also, is kind of, I'm curious, or is there 3 more times starting now? But I don't know. Maybe we'll get some of these answers later on, but for now, it's all very confusing. But freaking Hana being like, "Yay, we're gonna get so many likes and retweets. It'll be great." And she looks back over to Miko. And, yeah, that face. That's just a face of absolute terror and confusion and just wanting to go home. While Hana's like, yay, you know, social media stuff. So, yeah. She had quite an experience going there, I would say. But, yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say on the episode. It would have been nice to have Yulia in the episode, but, oh well. I guess they figured last episode was enough. For now we could take a couple episodes of a break, which I suppose is fair enough. Even though we had that ghost-on-ghost violence near the end of the episode, I still feel like dipping ghosts onto Hana's boobs to eat it. I still think that may have been the weirdest thing in the episode, regardless, but yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. This show definitely keeps you on your toes. Never quite sure what's going to happen. Miko, definitely never quite sure what's going to happen. She came here for help, and I guess she kind of got help because I think they attacked the ghost because of her prayers. So, overall, I'd say it was a positive experience for Miko, I guess, because the ghost is gone now, right? That's what she wanted. And although you never know, like, probably going to be more ghosts like that later on, but for now, she's good. Maybe she can find another spirit that can help her another 3 times later down the line. I don't know. Maybe there's a cooldown period, you know, after a year. Maybe she'll get 3 more times from the ghost. Again, I don't even know what 3 times refers to. Like, I have my assumption that I'm kind of running off of, but I don't know. If you have a theory of your own that's not like you read the source material kind of theory, then, you know, feel free to let me know. But that's the only way I could take it. Yeah, imagine Yulia seeing all that. But yeah, that's all I got to say. So, thank you for watching this video. Hope you click the like button if you liked it, subscribe, support me on Patreon, all that good stuff. And I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.